Hey, it's Sean from Sons of Liberty Gunworks. We're here talking about the Mark 1. There's a lot of cool and exciting buzz around this gun, especially because we won a US SOCOM program with this. And so we get a lot of questions of what makes this gun special. It's a gun of little details that all add up into be something truly special. For Sons of Liberty Gunworks, every gun that we make has, a level of care and service that goes into building it above the rest, so that at the end of the day, anybody that's ever shot a Sons guns will tell you how great it shoots and how reliable it is. And so the Mark 1 is the epitome of our passion to building fighting rifles that work in any condition. The Mark 1 itself, went through very extensive batteries of tests for the SOCOM program, not just shooting wise, but precision. It had to run everything from frangible ammo to solid copper rounds to kind of your other standard military ammo. It went underwater, it was frozen, it went hot, and had to keep running and shooting and not stop up so that the gun's ready to deploy anywhere in the world. The one we have here is 11.5 with a gray anno, so this is the one, the most contract-like gun that you can get. This one being a semi-auto. We got it with a Hux Black Magic, which is the pairing of choice on this one, if you get what I mean. But overall, the Mark 1, we designed it so it was light, it has ergonomics, so it's easy to shoot, so that you don't get tired of shooting it. And with that, the heat mitigation on the gun, when you look at it, we have cutouts around the barrel nut. It's a dissimilar material, so it's a titanium barrel nut. We've put laser texturing on the rail, kind of a signature feature to the gun. But part of the intent is when you're shooting this thing a lot, we don't want it to build up the heat as fast so you can shoot it longer, but also cools faster. And from like guys that do shooting for a living, they may shoot a lot, but they're not shooting all day. They have a limited time during the day to train, and so they want to get more rounds per. So like little things like that makes this gun special, because we took that in account, versus just making another gun that might overheat and things like that. Otherwise on the gun, close a bolt carrier here. It does have an NP3 carrier on it. Something cool like to go into what makes Sons special, like every BCG we make, whether it's sold as a part or goes into a gun, is actually test fired here where we're standing. So they'll get shot on an auto gun so that out of the box it's going to work, let alone before we put it in the gun. And then obviously like a complete gun is test fired as well. So again, there's a lot we can talk about and go over, but the Mark 1 is just a pretty special gun, and as you get to play with them, it's very easy to see why it was picked by some of our nation's special operators.